Hello, it's me, Bob, Bilbo, Bob, and today I am doing a, what am I doing? I completely forgot what I'm here to do. A rock drake taming tutorial, yes. Now, I don't know how this is actually going to turn out to start with, because I've recorded this video in sections, and I've done each sections like not in the correct order, and some of them have been months apart from each other, so I don't have a clue how this will go. This is my 5th attempt at this now, you know, 5th time's the charm. So yeah, I'm going to show you how to tame your first rock drake, and I'm going to show you how to raise it and all that without a nameless venom. So it'll be pretty similar in a way to the wiping video I done a while back. The main difference will be the method for taming it, because obviously you can't go in with a PT, so getting the egg will be a bit harder. But yeah, and the best way to get a rock drake egg would be either with a rock drake or a reaper. Of course, for the purposes of this video, I have both, but for the purposes of this video, I'm going to be doing it as if you had neither, so like getting your first one, which is always the hardest to get. I haven't actually found anything on the internet in terms of like methods for taming one of these. I may be wrong, but I have searched long and hard, so I had to come up with my own one. So yeah, so my location right now is in the red zone. Well, it's actually in the blue zone. I'm just bordering the red zone. About latitude 60 by longitude 65. I'm not going to put out my map because I have important things on there I don't want you to see. So yeah, I'm going to be using a mana for... I used one called Trash Can, named by one of my tribe mates because they're rubbish apparently. The mana's rubbish, so yeah, I'm using this in case it dies so I don't lose anything too important, because I fully expect I might not survive. You'll need hazard armor because you're going in the hazard zone. It'll be dangerous. I'd recommend taking some climbing picks because you'll need to climb, funnily enough. So yeah. The next part, so what I'm going to do when I finish this little intro bit, I'm going to cut to how I got to, so where the rock drake egg nest area is, I built a base near there, specifically for collecting rock drake eggs and taking them back there, so if I die, I don't lose all my eggs, pretty much. So that's where I'm going to be going to start with, and from there I will go and get the rock drake egg. And now things with the mana, because I tried to use a Spino the first few times around, but that didn't go very well. Then I tried to go on foot and that went even worse, but yeah. So I'm going to be using the mana, but the thing is something attacking my... Oh yes, it is. This rock drake, just ignore it, okay? This isn't part of the tutorial at all. Right, sorry about that, ignore that rock drake, that's not actually going to have any say in this tutorial whatsoever, it might as well not even be there. So this next part I'm going to be showing you is how to get from this area to the area by the rock drake egg nest area on foot, because manas don't have radiation resistance like rock drakes and Spinos do. So whenever you're using your mana in the radiation zone, it will take damage. And this guy has about 20k health, give or take, which is okay, which is good, but it might not be good enough depending on how long I spend in there and how much I get damaged by other rock drakes. So the first part, if you're using a mana, I'd recommend, unless you've got a lot of health on it, travelling the first part on foot, and I will show you in a minute. I'll cut to how I done that. But this part was recorded like over 6 months ago, I think, so apologies if it's a bit strange or anything. But in that part, there's no audio for that, to bear in mind for what's coming. For this, it's like about 5 minutes, I think, and it just shows how to get from the entrance to the red zone on foot all the way to the rock drake nest. So yeah, I'll also show you the coordinates of the rock drake egg nest, and yeah, when I get to there, I'll cut back to it when I get there, and it will be like as if I actually did that, which I'm not. I'm going to use my rock drake to get to the base this time, so it'll be 10 times easier. So yeah, right, see you in a minute. Right, I'm back. I really hope I had that recording, or else I'll just have to show you me getting hit by Rock Drake, or just nothing, which I really don't want to show. So yeah, that's how I get to this area on foot. You know the coordinates of it, you know where it is and all that. So yeah, that's good. Right, in here I'm going to put, obviously being in the radiation zone, you need hazard armor. And hazard armor takes damage over time. If I can show you here, durability will go down. This is brand new, bear in mind, just repaired it, but durability does go down with time. Nothing you can do about that, unfortunately. So I'm going to put in here not my mana. I need my mana. I'm going to put in my rock drake, and I'm going to put one set of hazard armor in case things go south. I'm bringing the spare for me to wear now, but this will be like a spare, I guess you could say. I'm also going to put my 2 cryopods in there just because I don't need them, and don't need that, or that. Right, I'm going to avoid, trying to avoid uncryopoding my mana until I literally am about to go, because obviously radiation poisoning. They also take extra damage with the radiation poisoning. So this area is so I can get my rock drake eggs to and from, so I can go back and forth if I want to, if I feel like I might die, might risk dying. So yeah, right, here we go, got him out. Now he will, you'll hear the radiation sound, radiation poisoning sound, because you're on the mana. So that's why you're hearing the sounds. I'm going to try and avoid using his like jumping driving ability, because it can be really glitchy. And I don't want a blue screen, I don't want to crash my game, not here. That'd be terrible. So yeah, I've got my, you're going to need a glow pet going here. Even in the blue area, you're going to need a glow pet, because obviously it's really dangerous. So yeah. Right, I could easily jump to there, but honestly, I don't want to risk it, because manas are so laggy on Aberration. I'm only using this guy for speed more than anything. I'll be able to outrun anything here, and he's got like 4k stamina, so I'm not going to get tired anytime soon, so that's good. You can even see by running, you can even see the rubber banding, like how bad the lag is. Right, now, oh, that is the rock drake nest down there, but we are not going down there that way. We are going to go down there the long way. Obviously, when you get a mana, this will be a lot easier. Rock drake, this will be a lot easier. You won't require any of this stuff. This is just a precaution. I'm only traveling down this way because it's a lot safer, and to show off that there is like a land entrance. You can get here on foot or with a land tame quite easily. Right. Only problem is there seem to be a lot of rock drakes around here. So what I'm gonna do, because I don't want to fight these things, is that the entrance? I think that might be an entrance. I think the entrance actually is all the way over there. Right, I'm going to just speed run this through all of these things. What I need to do is keep an eye on my health, because my mass health will start to drop pretty quickly, so I need to be quick. Right. Am I in the right spot? I think I am. It's a spot at least. Right, I'll just kill this guy quickly. Try and avoid getting hit where you can, because as it is, you're taking a lot of damage. Right. Blinding, isn't it? Sorry about that. Not much I can do about it. It's so bright. Right, getting the egg. You need to be careful, pretty much. You need to be very, very careful. Should be good. Just jump down there. Now, I think I'm actually at the back of the nest, which is not where I want to be. I want to be at the front. So I'm going to head to the front before I steal any eggs. I can't be here for too long, obviously, because of my... You know, I'll just do it here. I'll just take one here. There are eggs along here, so I'll take one. Right. Now I'm going to try and get my mana in here, but if I can't, I'll just settle with it close enough like this. Try and get as close as you can to your egg, because you're going to want it there. I'm going to try and... There we go. I'm in. You want to have it as close to your egg as you can, so you can just get out of there, because you are going to want to run. Now, jump off your mana. And there are like I tried once to fight off all the rock drakes in here. You will not be able to, no matter what you think, you will not. There are like 50 rock drakes. Literally, you get swarmed by them. No matter what you have, you will not. Right, level 100. That's actually a decent level. When you get your first egg, so I'll show you how to raise it and all that. But when you get your first egg, it's a lot easier to raise them, to steal the eggs. So yeah, this is the part where everything tends to go, where everything tends to go terribly wrong. So I'm going to take this and bolt it for the hills, pretty much. Right. Alright, let's go. Oh, they're all going to be coming after me now. Right, you can hear him. We can probably hear them all coming after me now. Right. Trying to avoid them and not fall into the purple water. Right, just run. And now I'm just gonna run. I wouldn't recommend when using a mana. It looks like I actually outran him. That's good. This actually went well this time. Nice. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend while using a mana to go more than once, because as you can see, my health is already, I'm not even back yet, my health's already dropped by a few K, and it will drop by even more the longer you spend here. It does drop rapidly, so beware of that. Right, I've got the egg in my inventory. Doesn't have much in the way of health by the looks of it. Or, I don't know. Well, it doesn't matter. I've got the egg. You know, you want to try... For your first egg, it doesn't really matter too much what you grab. I would recommend grabbing a decent egg, because you'll use it to get other... You'll be raising that and using it to get better rock drake eggs. Once you've got a rock drake that can get rock drake eggs, you can be picky on what you do and don't take. But if this was a level 20 and this was my first rock drake egg, I would have taken it anyway, because anything's better than nothing to start with. And then from there you can get better and better rock drake eggs, and then you can get better rock drakes, and then it's a lot easier to move around the map, especially in the radiation zone. That's what you want. And yes, this is being done, this part at least is being done during the Santa Claus event, or the Raptor Claus should I say. Right, so back to the base, back where we started. Now what I could have the option of doing is placing it in a chest and going for another, but I'm not going to do that. What I am going to do is look at how low my armor is. No, that's not too bad actually. Now I'm going to try and get out. I'll get to the blue zone, and then from there that'll be where I move to the next section of the video, which will be actually raising him. It'll be that part of the video will be very similar to Rock Drake. Oh, I need to make sure this guy ain't online. I just disconnected. This guy is offline, but he's got a very big base, and I need to be careful going past it because it disconnects you. So yeah, right, I'm good. Let's continue the journey. So pretty much follow your way up. Need to be careful of obviously reapers and of Spinos and anything, so everything, when you're a mana, everything wants to attack you. Right, on my way out, I've got to be quick, I've only got like 17k health. Right, I try to avoid doing this where I can. Now I need to look at which way is out. Once I get to the blue zone, the rest, I will end the video there pretty much. That is where you got to be careful. Things like that. That's why you bring a gun with you. Can I? Once you've... Nice. Right, where was I? Right, change the plans. I'm actually going to go this way because I just noticed just here there is an entrance to the green zone, I think. No, it's still blue zone. This part of the blue zone is not by the entrance, it's by the other side. Of the red zone, and it is still a radiation zone, so bear that in mind. Again, trying to avoid jumping where I can, because obviously, right, we're out of the radiation zone, but we're still now out of danger, because obviously everything wants to attack you when you're on a mana, which is wonderful. Right, and you take extra damage obviously because of the radiation sickness. And also, manas are really quick, a lot quicker than the loading in can be for the game. So sometimes you get stuck on things you can't even see. So that is another reason I dislike using manas on this map. I mean, I dislike manas in general, so my opinion is a pretty biased one, but you get the idea. Let's try and avoid. See that? I don't know what that was like for you, but for me that was really... It always is, like, the third jump and coming down can be really bad. Right, I might as well, seeing as I'm right here, I might as well show you, like, if I can get into the green zone before moving on. If you have no interest in seeing this, then you can just skip, I guess, a little bit. Right, nearly there. Nice, and I am back into familiar territory, which is good. And I'm stuck in a tree or something, I don't know what it is. Right, don't know if you recognise this area. This is actually, I have a base around here for transferring out of AB, because it's such a pain to transfer out of AB. So yeah, right, I think that's about everything for this section of the video. This is actually... I know this is technically the first section of the video, but it's the last section I've recorded, so yeah. That's cool. So I know how the rest of it goes, and I think everything in there is things I need, so yeah. Because this is technically the last section I've done, this is technically an outro, but it isn't, 'cause my actual outro I've already done. But yeah, if there's anything I haven't added in, leave a comment or anything, and I'll answer your questions. Yeah, that's how I get a rock drake egg to the green zone, nice and safe. I will see you in the next part of the video. See you in a minute. Right, I'm back again, and I kind of left it a bit too late to start this, because it's just hatched, just in time. Right, if I can imprint on it, here we go. Right, now we've hatched the rock drake. The way, so, alright, come on, follow me out of here. So we can, the dead on will be, so this will be pretty similar in ways to the, this section of the video will be pretty similar in ways to the wyvern video that I done a while back. That actually went pretty well, so I'm hoping this one does as well, because I haven't actually seen, for the last part I just did, like for the method game, I haven't seen anyone give me a method, so that I come up with myself. But, so this... to hatch a rock drake egg, I use in total there are about 20 AC units here. I think you only need 16. Yes, giga eggs, I know, pretty cool. I think you only need 16, but we've got about 20. So yeah, we've got about 20 here because it wouldn't hatch properly, and even then I had to like position myself because it would say it was too hot when it wasn't. But yeah, so for imprinting on them, it is, bear in mind the server's slightly boosted, so the imprinting times are a lot less than they would typically be. But for imprinting on them, it's there are three things they will want. It's either they want a hug, they want, what was the other one? They want a walk, or they want nameless venom. Now obviously I'm showing you how to do this without nameless venom, so it works the same way with wyverns and wyvern milk. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take a dead on over to here, make sure it's close enough to the rock drake, and just enable passive healing, because obviously these guys like the why do you have so many eggs in your inventory? These guys, similar to the, see, I think it's the, see, if you can see its health is going up, it's being passively healed. But these guys do similarly work to the wyverns in the way the only thing they eat is wyverns eat wyvern milks, rock drakes eat their rock drake equivalent, which is nameless venom. So it will work the same way. You put him on passive healing, when his hunger goes down, he will start like that. He will start to get health from it. So yeah, but obviously on the server settings it will never come to that because these guys will be fully raised long before then. So yeah, for making the saddle for these things, it's pretty simple. The only difficult thing is red gems, which you need to get from the red zone, which can be a bit of a pain to get, but I've already got stuff for that, so that's alright. So this guy, he'll heal the rock drake, and as he runs out of health, he'll also be being healed. Something to bear in mind, again, like last time for the wyvern thing, raw prime meat works better for hunger than normal prime meat, so if you have it, use it. If not, I got one comment on the wyvern video asking, would normal meat do? And I said, yeah, it'd be fine. I just prefer to use raw prime meat, so I have it, and it works better. If you take him out of render distance from all players in your tribe, and put a set amount of food in his inventory, it will eat all that food to regain hunger. But, it will take that equivalent amount of food out of his inventory, so make sure you put enough in there so you don't need to go back 2 or 3 times. What you want to do, what might be recommended, is to have it on a cycle, so you can cycle them out. And they do, passive healing does work when you're not online, so bear that in mind, so these will still work. And as you can see, his hunger is starting to go down, and we're not going to be feeding it nameless venom. So if it asks for imprinting, if it asks for nameless venom, what you need to do, you need to cryopod it and uncryopod it, and then what it asks for, there's a 66% chance, it's like rolling a dice, that it'll pick something else that it wants for imprinting. It's not guaranteed, but it's likely, more likely than not. It'll pick out, again, it'll randomise out of those 3 options, the most likely thing. So yeah, I think that's about everything for this. That's my friend there with a... God, I don't actually know what that is. It's something from Aberration. The next part I'm going to go on to is showing you what a rock drake can do, which I will show you in a minute. Right, I think that's about it. Yeah, see you in... moving on to the next bit then. Hi, I'm back again. So, something I forgot to say was in the last bit was if you're mass breeding or mass raising rock drakes, whistle them onto their follow distance, set it to low. That way it's a lot easier to separate them and all that. So that's something to bear in mind. Right, this is like the last section really. I don't know how this is all going to come together because I'm recording all these parts not in the right order, and some of them months apart from each other for this video, so this will be interesting. But yeah, so we're going to show you what a rock drake does. So first we'll get into the cool stuff, yeah? So if you press what is on PS4 R3, you can go invisible, which is pretty cool. I mean, you're still visible, but if you're like in the heat of a battle or something, you might not notice it. And if you stay still, you know, you could miss that. You could miss that, I think. I know I could miss that. I think the more you move, though, the more visible you are. So if you were to do that and stay still, you'd be relatively difficult to see, assuming you don't poop like that. I mean, that is a pretty visible poop, if you ask me. So, yeah. Wonderful timing. Right. So, next bit we're going to go on to is flying. Rock drakes don't actually fly. They're from Aberration, and they glide, like similar to a glider, but like 10 million times better. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go off here, and you'll see for yourself. So as you can see, I'm not actually flying, because if I go too high, I lose all my gliding ability, see? So I'm only gliding, but if you get close to a surface, you see a little indicator shows up. As you press R2, it will give you like a kind of a boost right to that, which can be pretty handy sometimes. Right. Oh, that was pretty appalling. I mean, they have pretty high jumps as well, which makes gliding a lot easier. And obviously you can do that to get high grounds, and then you can go pretty far. They don't do as much damage. Something to note is they don't do as much damage as wyverns. They're not as powerful as wyverns, and they're also about half the size. But for aberration, you are going to need these things. They're so useful for getting around the place. I don't know if you did notice, but they have a climbing ability, which means they can climb up and down sheer cliffs, which is pretty cool. So if I go right down here, if you press what is on PS4, L2, like the aiming button, a little icon. So right now this is me normal, yeah. Like I'm not in the climbing mode. But if I press L2, a little icon comes up in the top right hand corner, sorry, and that says climbing. So now if you look, I can go like this, and I can literally just climb up a mountain. It is pretty handy. I can go any way I want. And just in case you don't believe me, and you think that this is just like, oh, it might not be steep enough for me to fall off, watch this. Yeah, I do like these guys, to be honest. They're pretty good. They're not too good for PvP or combat, but they will get you from point A to point B, especially on aberration where you can't have any tames. Right, now watch. So, see, I'm going to go all the way around. That's how cool these things are. See, I'm upside down now. You can literally go anywhere with these things. They're pretty good. They're mostly for aberration. Obviously, I'm on rag right now. They're not great for that, but, you know. And then I take off climbing mode when I'm not climbing, because it's a lot easier to move around when you don't have it on. But yeah, it's pretty cool. You can go invisible when you're in the air and all that, and it works. It does the trick. I prefer wyverns personally on any map other than aberration. Obviously aberration, rock drakes are a must-have, but you know, they're good, they're alright, they get the job done. So yeah, right, I'm going to get right up to here again. Oh, misjudged that one. So yeah, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't actually know how it's going to turn out. I hope it's good. I hope it didn't take too long and that you feel well informed about how to tame these guys. So yeah, see you in the next video, I guess. Bye.